Dan Rothert, Top Student Athlete Recruiting. Want to talk today about logging information in your profile, logging contacts you're making, changing your schedules, and just updating it regularly, which is really going to help you keep track of things and help me be a better resource for you to, help you target coaches, target events that you're going to, and help you let coaches know about those events, but also let me communicate with coaches so that you're getting better interest from those college coaches. So just real quick, some of you do a great job of connecting and making sure that you're updating your profile regularly, but there's a couple things. First off, if I'm looking at a profile, and I'm going to share my screen here. All right. Right now you're, my fake profile here, but if you go to the college's profile, remember you can add your favorites colleges by doing a quick search. You can search by name, you can search by location. Let's say I want to search schools in Connecticut, all right, that were Division III, and that the average cost was a certain price or whatever it was. I can do that, and I can add that school to my favorites. So I just added Connecticut College to my favorites. When I go to my favorites, all right, I have a list of my favorites based on each school, what they are. You should have a list of about 30 is what we're starting with. If you haven't done that yet, you will be doing it, but you can rearrange the order based on interest. So if you think Connecticut College is your top choice, maybe you move them to the top, right? That's an important part of the process. So it just helps me know, kind of what schools rank highly for you. You may not know exactly, and that's okay, but it gives me a little bit of an idea. To keep track of your contacts is really important too. And I see these reports daily of who is in contact with the coaches, and I get everybody I'm working with information. All right, so I started the process. I favorited that college. Here are the coaches' contact, who the coaches are. You can write down, I'm interested, I'm in contact. If it changes and they start reaching out to you, now you're in contact. You've gone from you were interested now to in contact. Bad fit, not offered, offered scholarship, all these different ways you can put that down. Which coach are you talking to? Are you talking to the head coach or assistant coach? Maybe some notes. You had a phone call, or they want to have a phone call with you. Those things all get reported, and I see that. And that helps me know that progress is being made and things are happening. You can even leave yourself a task. You can put yourself a little note of what you want to do to remind yourself, hey, Coach Burke said in 2 weeks I need to call him. So put it down, write down that situation. And then you can type that in, that call Coach Burke, and then you can schedule it out, right? And then it'll pop up on your screen. So neat little feature. Helps me out to know that you're having conversations and things like that. You can log your calls, take a note, take some notes about your call that you had or emails you've gotten from a coach. Had call with coach, and we discussed setting up a visit. That can be added to it. You can just have notes, just little things that are happening. Maybe you're getting texts back and forth and communications that way. Email, I don't worry about email. Remember, you can email directly from the TSA portal, but I don't recommend it. I just think that it comes up goofy. It's coming from Dan at Productive Recruit, or whoever you are. It comes from your name at Productive Recruit, which hosts our portal and your profiles. So I just think it's much better to do it just directly from email. So, but this is really important. The notes, the login calls, the general information here, really important. Remember, in the colleges tab, when you go into a college, not that one, I'm sorry, you can actually, look at who the coaches are, find out more about the school, get their email addresses from the coaches, all the coaches, head coach, assistant coaches. You can find out the majors they have. You can find out their acceptance rate, their cost, all this information. You can go to their websites, their athletic website and their college website, all things that are important parts of it. So use that to your advantage. It's going to help me. It's going to help you, and we're going to move the needle faster and more easily if you can do that. So that's part of it. In addition to being able to move your favorites. Finally, within your profile, I want to make sure you're editing your events. All right. You have updated video, you're updating everything. Make sure you update your personal statement. If you put down you are a junior and you're going to be a senior now, you need to change that. Those are important things in the process. If your GPA has changed, if you have a new ACT score, all those things are important. But when you go to events, you need to make sure you're putting your events down, all your schedule, whether it's a league game or a tournament or a showcase. Showcases are pretty easy. You can put down the name of the showcase. This one, Chicago College Showcase. All right, you could put down, the date of it and the location. All right, Chicago, Illinois. Maybe even put the URL so that, in case the schedule changes, you have that in there directly to your schedule. But then you can just put the 3 games down maybe that you're playing. You play Friday at 10 a.m. on field 3A. That could help. And then you do the other games too, and you put all that in there. Then finally, you would hit save, you'd put it in there. For a regular season league games, I might just say, put the fall league in and list all the dates right here and where their games are being played. That way college coaches know it if they're looking at your schedule, but then I know it too. And I can make sure we're on top of it to get in front of college coaches. If you're going to be in their area, you're going to be in a college's area that you're interested in, reach out to those coaches, let them know, coach, I play this Saturday at 8 a.m., 20 minutes from your school. I'm wondering if you might be able to come out and watch me play, type of thing. We can hit coaches up that way. And it's a reason to have a contact, even if they can't make it out. It's a reason for a contact. So just some things that will really help your process and will help me in the